Start planning your next trip to London during the time of a global shutdown. Am I out of my mind? Maybe. Starting to plan your next trip to London to be ready for when this global situation is over. Do I think you're out of your mind? Absolutely not. Now is the perfect time to get planning, to be ready for when this global situation is over. Because the best trips start with great planning. Hello and welcome to Pro Plan Tours with me, Natalie. Today we're looking at 3 reasons why you should be planning your next trip to London for the month of May. Over the last 10 years, through tour guiding, tour managing, and planning itineraries for travellers like you, I have been asked so many times, when is the best time to visit London? And honestly, one of the best times to visit this city is right now. I do not mean in the middle of a global pandemic. I mean the last week of the month of May. May is magical. It is stunning. Everything has just burst into bloom. It's fresh. It's just such a great time to experience this city. So we're going to look at 3 real reasons why you should be making those plans. Whether you're watching this video and you're planning to travel in a month's time or a year's time, and seriously consider the month of May. Tip number 1. London smells sweeter in May. England is famous for its old English roses, and May is the perfect time to experience them. We have parks, squares and gardens dotted all throughout the city, and this is the month when they come into their colour and flower. One park which you really should have on your itinerary for this month is Regents Park. Regents Park is in the centre of London, and in the heart of the park sits Queen Mary's Rose Garden. If it was fit for a queen, it's fit to be on your itinerary. On one end of the park, we even have the London Zoo, and on the other side of the park, it leads you straight through into the main shopping heart of London, down towards Oxford Street. Don't just take my word for it. Let's take a look. Tip number 2. Holiday like a local. During the month of May is the perfect time if you like to watch the world go by and hang out with the locals. At this month, London has kind of come out of their shell a little bit more. Also following on from the month of April, which can be a little bit rainy, people have a great kind of holiday vibe during this time. During the month of May, we have 2 public holidays. If you're visiting in 2021, the 3rd of May and the 31st of May are both public holidays. So whether you come at the beginning of the month or the end of the month, we have these public days, these public holidays, when you'll encounter other Londoners enjoying it too. Number 3, there are more hours in the day. Hang on a moment. What I mean is, no, I don't mean that you enter some kind of weird, crazy English time warp when you visit London during this month. What I mean is there are more daylight hours. In this month, the sun rises at around 4 a.m. and it sets in the evening at around 8 p.m. So you have ample daylight time to explore, to go sightseeing, and to take those all-important photographs. If you visit London in the wintertime, it's still wonderful, but the sun rises quite late and it sets very early. Whereas if you visit in the summer, in May, you get these really brilliant, long, beautiful days. If you think about seeing London in the movies, it's the kind of light that they're capturing. So if you want to feel or take pictures like you're in one of those movies, you really want to consider visiting this city during the month of May. May really, it has it all. It makes it one of the most perfect times to visit and experience all that London has to offer. That's why I would highly recommend visiting London during the month of May. So there are 3 reasons why you should be planning your next trip to London for the month of May. Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the subscribe button and the bell to notify you when the next video comes out. I live right in the centre of London and look forward to sharing the city with you, and also to helping you prepare for your visit to London for when you get to visit here yourself. So until that time, keep planning. They're waiting for you for when you get to visit.